To answer the question in the title as soon as possible, no. There is literally nothing to complain about. And here's why I think so. On Pokemon Day this year, we got the announcement of Generation 10, and looky here, the two games' names are really Winds and Waves, as pointed out from the Terra leak. When the presents aired on the 27th, I was just about to board a plane to Belgium to go and see Leve live. I recommend that concert so much, it was so worth it. But nevertheless, I watched the presentation and I asked my partner to record my reaction to it, and I'm gonna show you some clips of it. This actually looks good though. It looks so good! It literally looks like Pokemon Snap. This is exactly what Pokemon should have been all this time. And the Pokemon feel so alive. It's the Stardoors. They look ugly. They're so ugly, but I love the fire one. It's literally Toby Fox. Winds and Waves? Yes, it is Winds and Waves! And Pokemon? Waves. Goodness gracious, I love the designs! I love the designs, they look so good. Global Sandwich... 2027? 2027. People, 2027. They're gonna take their time. What stood out to me the most in the reveal was how good the games looked graphically, and just how much polish Gamefreak seems to have added to these games. The beginning of the announcement was kind of random, but God knows we had stranger announcements. I even made a whole video covering this exact topic, go check it out. I'm sure you will enjoy it. After the intro of the various regions, we get introduced to Mr. Windichew and Miss Wavychew. I really love how they named them in Japanese, by the way. Kaze Pika-kun and Nami Pika-chan. The Mr. and Miss in this case are kun and chan, which are generally used for little children. And now exactly with the beginning shots, we get slapped with a beautiful shot of the new region. Look, not to shit talk Paldea, I love Gen 9, it's my second favorite generation, but I prefer this. Like, look at the windmill, it's spinning at full frame rate. Especially the volumetric clouds, or what looks like volumetric clouds, left a big impression on me. I had a dream last night about these clouds for some odd reason. That's the amount of impact that these clouds left on me. The waves are the main attraction here, although they didn't leave as much of an impression on me as the clouds for some reason. Well, yeah, I could go out of my way and nitpick a bit that some texture resolution might not be the best, yet I am so used to the sloppy mess of texture work that was Scarlet and Violet's textures that these lowish resolution textures seem really fine to me. Say what you will about Gamefreak, but they always show the game for what it is and on original hardware. They don't pre-render these on a computer, they record these clips on the actual console they're made for. Case in point, Scarlet and Violet's announcement. Starting with the ugly shot of Paldea was exactly the perfect mood setter for what that game had to offer. From what I can tell, the Terra leak was also correct that most Pokemon will even have new 3D models and even new animations. And I'm so glad that this is really the case, and it is apparent in mostly all of the monsters in the trailer. I just love how the waves physics made Wailord go up a bit. I have to gush about the lighting because how are we even getting such good lighting on a Pokemon game? I am pretty sure that the new engine they made specifically for this game supports ambient occlusion. And oh goodness, the character models! Good! The protagonists finally look like they belong in the world of Pokemon. I am so glad we reverted to the original Pokemon art style. I hated what we had going on with the Gen 9 protagonists. They didn't fit in with the art style at all. Oh gosh, the greenery is just so good. I just love the color combination of the light brownish soil, the dark and yellowish greenery, and the beautiful blue sky. It's just a chef's kiss. I wouldn't even mind if the leaks were true and that most of the game is just situated in these kinds of biomes. Yet again, some other images also leaked a few months ago showing different biomes. Okay, so guys, not to put on the tinfoil hat, but you know how Gamefreak likes to tease the next generation in the current generation? So I have a theory. What if the beach biome inspired by Alola in the Gen 9 DLC was actually a hint towards this cool new region? I know that it might be a bit far-fetched, but this market area gives me those vibes. Oh yes, okay, so the waves physics, just beautiful. I love how Gamefreak nailed the sunsets yet again. I loved the sunsets in the past 3 games, i.e. the Legends games and Gen 9. The Pokemon emit light now, and I am all here for it. You know how it was rumored that Pikachu was going to get a redesign and it looked horrible? Well, they did redesign him, but just a little bit. They just made him slimmer. Pika?
I always thought.
The fact that the ocean floor has so much rich detail and the fact that we can just explore it makes me so happy. Also, it seems that the cute little Pokemon footstep sounds have carried over from Legends EA. That makes me especially happy because for some odd reason, they weren't in Pokopia. To be honest, Pokopia even lacks turning animations for most Pokemon. Even Ditto, what's with that? Pokopia has so much rich animation detail and it lacks turning animations, what? Gosh, these shots of Pokemon just chilling are just so relaxing. This just makes me want to go out of my way and explore the real world for strange little creatures and just watch them and see them how they go about their day. Okay, hot take, I really hated how the starters looked at the beginning, but the internet memes saved them for me. I especially hated Brout, but he's now my favorite. It's insane how we got a green angry bird, Toby lava radiation fox, and the inspiration behind Littlest Pet Shop. I'm really conflicted. I first gravitated towards Toby lava radiation fox, but now I'm more on the side of Brout. Also, did you notice that Pom Bomb doesn't have that one random slice of cheese that the last 2 Firestarters had? The curse has been lifted. Yeah, I think the final shot with the clouds does it for me the most. I'm just a sucker for clouds, what can I say? And that mysterious dragon cloud is also something that intrigued me. Yeah, underwater exploration is going to be so cool, to be honest. I hope IGN doesn't get a heart attack seeing this. If you've watched my video about the last couple of announcements, you would probably know that I really dig how Sword and Shield unveiled their logos with its metallic sound design. I am getting the same vibes from this reveal. But instead of hype, these logos with their sound design try to invoke a sense of whimsy. I love that about them. They are so mysterious and whimsical. And yeah, to be honest, I'm really glad that we're getting these games in 2027. That makes me hopeful that these titles will be quality ones. The last couple of mainline titles nailed their core gameplay, but lacked on a technical front. Gen 10 seems to remedy this, and I cannot wait to play it. I mean, I can, and I have to wait, in order for this game to become actually something really special. In the meantime, I've got Pokopia to occupy my time with, so I guess everything's fine. Does anybody else get overwhelmed by Pokopia, by the way? I'm really overwhelmed. There's just so much to do. Okay, but what do you think? Tell me in the comments. What are your opinions on Pokemon Winds and Waves? What did you like and what did you, well, I don't know, dislike maybe. I don't know. I didn't dislike anything. And yeah, with that, それではまたね. Bye bye.